So that's all done. I'm back over here. We've got a good front brake, we've got a good rear brake. I'm going to nip it up, put it back together, take it for a spin. We don't really know what this bike does. I don't know if the steering's straight. I think I overcompensated for the steering. So I want to fire that bad boy up in a minute, let it, you know, get up to temp, take it up and down the road and see what it really does. I'm actually going to put the seat and panels on just for me in my head to get to a stage where I'm thinking what I want to do with it, because I'm really torn. Part of me wants to sell a great running, scrappy bike. I don't really want to mess. And the other part of me wants to make it perfect again. So I'm really debating this. I've chucked it all back together to look at what we're really working with. It's not shocking by any means. It needs a good clean, a once over. It's a tatty, good running bike, let's be honest. Well, I think it might not be. What's it owe me? It owes me 550. Okay. There's some profit on it no matter what. Right, I'm going to give it a wipe over, a once over. Good clean, and it will look a bit better. At the moment it looks very messy. Honestly, I'm really pleased with how it's come out. The tank does let it down. If I found a new one in this colour online, I probably would buy it. A quick clean has done it wonders. It's riding beautifully, it's idling beautifully. I do need to take it for a quick spin. I've definitely overcompensated the steering. It's definitely off a touch. Needs to come this way a touch. But I don't want to rush this project. I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna turn it off. Someone was here, loved it. They were just walking past. They come in, they said, I'm looking for a cheap bike. This seemed to suit them, so they may come back and buy it. I'm very, very happy. It's got 2 keys, it's got some service history. It's come out better than I thought. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's come out better than I thought. I've got Danny coming round in a minute, changing spark plugs. So, yeah, cool. I like it. I like this. This has surprised me, this one. So this is my mate Danny's bike. He loves this bike, and he bought it from new. 2009. I remember the day he bought it, actually. I don't know if I picked it up for him. He'd just passed his test. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. He's going to be here in a minute. I'm sure I picked it up for him or something, or we went together. But ultimately, this was his bike. This is the light blue Splash edition, 2009 limited edition. So I have always loved this bike as well. I'm not overly keen on some of the mods he's done over the years. He's got a wheelie bar on the back here, which I've never overly liked. But we were wheeling back in the days. We were practicing, so in theory it was good. And he had crash bars on the side at one point. And let's be honest, he's taken out a few panels. He's done a track day or two, and you know, he has dropped this a few times over the years. So Chinese panels, it's had a few sets of Chinese panels. What I would want on this bike is the original Splash panels back, even if it's a Chinese version, but I'd want the original Splash panels back. Biggest problem today is it popped a spark plug, as in it actually ripped out a spark plug and it ruined the threads. So we've been online really debating what we do about this. This engine isn't an easy engine to work on, I don't think. I think you'd probably have to drop it to do anything. I'm considering some sort of helicoil system. It's this one here, so it's the nearest one. Part of me would want to try and pivot the engine down a touch and do it in there, helicoil it with a specialist kit. What we have done overnight, just out of curiosity, it really is for scientific. What we have done is we used Loctite on a spark plug, like bundled it on, the strongest one you can get, and we dumped that on in, and we tightened it with the few threads left, and we're just curious today, will it actually run without blowing that Loctite? It will probably blow it out. But this is going to become some sort of project for the channel. It's not the channels, it's Danny's. I love this bike. I want Danny to keep it. It's not the channels, it's Danny's. But I really wish he would consider. He's now saying I'm going to put the frame back on and we'll take it out and we'll use it. We'll do some stunting with it. But I'd love it to be kind of back on the road with its original panels on. I might even have to buy it off him. I don't know if I've got anywhere near enough, but I might even have to buy it off him. I've seen them online for about £5,000. His mileage isn't too high. I think it's 40,000. I'm gonna see. If I sold these two bikes, I could probably put together enough to buy it. But let's see. He's coming in a minute. He needs to take off his tracker, and he needs to take. And I want to fire it up and see how it's looking and sounding, and we'll rev it up and we'll see if it pops the plug again. There isn't much left to do, really. I'm going to fire up the Fly. I want to get the oil circulated, keep that going. I need to get the tyre size off the Fly. I need to order a tyre. Now with this, part of me was going to advertise it today, and the other part of me knows it still has that steering issue. Let me pull it out a touch, and I'm going to show you again what the steering issue is. So the steering issue is this. The normal steering circle to the left is there. That's it locked out, okay, to the left. Because there's a stopper down there on the frame. The other side, it will go and go and go, and it will actually just about hit the tank. It is hitting here right now. Technically, that's an MOT fail. But let's be honest, guys. Technically, that's an MOT fail. I don't think it's unsafe. I think it's just a silly thing. It shouldn't. It's an MOT thing, yeah? It shouldn't hit the tank. Now, what we need is we need this stopper area down here to be functioning properly. So it's there. It's that bit exactly there. So we need it to be built up back to here, right? Now, I'm debating how I would do that. In the past, I've dropped weld down there, and that's worked, but I haven't got access to that anymore. I've got some steel, mold, putty steel. I'm thinking that's the answer. Some sort of putty steel. But I'd need to get the bike in a place where I can do it, or I'd need to drop the whole front to kind of pull it on and to set it up, because we haven't got much space to work with in there. I'd also want to grind the whole area, clean it properly, give the putty the best thing to stick to. So this is still a bit of a project. So part of me was going to advertise it today, and now I'm thinking it's not fair. It wouldn't be fair for me to do that. So it will become next weekend's project. Right, let me turn off that Piaggio. Let's see if this holds or pops its plug. I told the camera that we've stuck the plug in with thread lock.
You can film it whatever it is if you just take it back off.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. So when you put the plug in yesterday, it popped somewhere here.
Just be as you go out.
And you kept the revs fairly low.
Yeah, not more than 20 mile an hour, yeah, small. Oh, I forgot your thing, bike.
Look at this guy. Loudest. These I was saying, anytime they see you on a bike on camera, they talk about your little legs.
Yeah, but then I can't reach it.
Yeah, but what can you do? Little legs are little legs.
I see younger, but female about 4'2", they're driving.
How tall are you? You're not even that small.
I am from
No, you're not that
5'4",
small.
5'5".
Yeah, but he's left leg's longer than his right leg,
He's
that's why he's
He's been around too long.
Yeah, right on there, I did tell him I'll be back in an hour.
Yeah. last. That's normal. That's what I'm for. Oh, for a little while. But now it's only I don't think it's that much pressure. I think, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's harder to work out now. I know it's not like that. In a way, you really should try and have it out for months. Well, I think you should do the heavy curl anyway. Yeah, we have to set it properly. That was interesting. That lasted better than I thought on Danny's bike. I wonder how you can test the pressure of the force on a spark plug or on a spark plug hole. I guess when you do a compression test, that's what that is. So I was looking online, and the plug can hold about 35 pounds of pressure. But when you do a compression test, you're up in the 120s, 130s, so I don't know. But yeah, ultimately I'm going to be helicoiling it using an actual spark plug kit, hopefully, and trying that for the first time ever and seeing where we go from there. That's it, wrapping up. It's Sunday, I'm still under the weather, but hopefully I'll be back next week fully functioning. Hopefully the Michigan sells is up for $12.50. No hits yet, but it's a lot of bike for the money, so I'm going to keep it at $12.50 for now. And yeah, I don't know what's next really.